The Quad Committee of the House of Representatives on Thursday afternoon ordered the detention of retired Police Colonel Royina Garma after she was cited in contempt for lying and evading questions from lawmakers. During the hearing on the deaths related to the drug war of the previous administration, the panel approved the motion to detain Garma at the Batasan complex until the investigation is concluded or until she decides to cooperate in the probe. Garma was implicated with at least 4 resource persons as the individual who allegedly relayed instructions from former President Rodrigo Duterte to execute 3 suspected Chinese drug lords inside the Davao prison and penal farm in 2016. If she changes her mind and she suddenly cooperates, then the committee will be more than willing to accommodate her motion for reconsideration, said Surigao del Norte Representative Robert Ace Barbers, overall head of the Quad Committee. During his interpellation, Abang Lingkod Rep. Joseph Stephen Paduano expressed frustration over Garma's responses regarding her relationship with former President Duterte and her swift appointment as the general manager of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office shortly after retiring from the police force in 2019. Paduano eventually demanded a direct response from Garma regarding her closeness with Duterte after the retired police official gave uncertain answers.
Anyway, Mr. Pan, hearing the answers of Colonel Garma, Ms. Garma kanina, with regards to question of deployment, na napaka-juicy yung mga posisyon from tsaka puro lahat Davao, ang assignment except sa Cebu, tapos nag-schooling, tapos early retirement. Again, can you state when was the date or the year that you retired?
That's June of 2019, Your
June
Honor.
of 2019. When did you assume as PCSO chairman?
July 15 of 2019,
Oh,
Your Honor.
1 month lang. Di ba? Tama? 1 month?
15 days, I think, Your Honor.
Oh, 15 days pa. Sobra. Now, during the interpellation, Mr. Chairman, ng mga members kanina, Ma'am Garma, Ms. Garma, keep on denying that he is close to the former president. Di ba? Kasi sabi mo lang lagi, maybe. Binigyan ka ng posisyon, tingnan mo. You check the record. 10 years pa yung supposedly before you retire, 10 years ka pa, but you opt to early retirement. Tapos, wala pang 1 month, sabi mo nga, 15 days, bigla ka nag-PCSO. Tapos, itong tinanong ka kanya, sabi mo, are you close to the president, former president? Ang sagot mo, because of those promotions, sabi mo, is maybe, not maybe. Now, I will ask you, are you special and close to the president? Former president? Yes or no lang po? Walang personal. Yes or no lang po? Kasi lahat-lahat eh.
Ayaw ko kung special ako.
Oh, why can't you answer? Simple lang tanong ko. Are you close to the former president? Because that's why you've been given a juicy position with, in fact, 1 month, wala pa nga, 15 days ka lang nag-retire, nag-PCSO, chairman ka na kagad. Sige nga. Yes or no? Why can't you answer? Oh, Mr. Chairman, since
Because, Mr. Chair,
Oh, why? What?
I do not...
I do not na naman.
No, Mr. Chair.
Oh, sige nga.
Because you said, am I close or special to the President?
Yeah, you're close to the president. Or special. Kasi, tanungin mo yung lahat mga classmates mo. Ako, mama, mga classmates mo, ikaw ang tumulong for their promotion during the time of President Duterte. That's why I'm asking the DIDM to submit to this committee all the years and promotion of all your classmates. Now, ang question ko ngayon, diretso na. I hope you will answer truthfully. Are you close to the President?
Mr. Chair, I'm not close. I was fired.
Okay. Okay.
Nag-floating pa nga
So,
po ako during his
Huwag
time.
mo, Anong mga floating during his time?
Yes, Mr. Chair,
15
months.
days lang na nag-retire ka, nag-PCSO chairman ka, for all those qualified, sandali, for all those qualified applicants. Ang dami po na qualified. Why you? Why you? And though, the fact is, Mayor Osmeña is keep on insisting, kaya nag-OIC ka lang kasi he never choose you in the list. Tama? O now, question ko ulit. Last na lang to, ma'am. Are you close and special to the President?
For me, Mr. Chair, I don't feel close and special.
Okay, now,
Mr.
you're
Chair,
lying.
Because
You're lying, ma'am.
Can I explain, Mr. Chair?
Of course, explain.
You know, there was once in my career na siyang mayor, nag-floating po ako 6 months, I don't have any position.
Ma'am, when was that?
That was in 11.
No, that
Mr.
was
Chair,
way,
floating-
way back. Way, way back, ma'am.
Floating po ako.
But before he became President of this Republic, you're very close to the President. Before your assignment in Cebu, you're very close to the President. Before you retire, you're very close to the former President. And now you're talking to this committee. You're telling us that you're not close to the President? That's only a simple question. Now you deny. You said no. You said no. Oh, Mr. Chairman,
Can I, Mr. Chair?
Kanina pa kita pinapa-explain. Pabalik-balik lang tayo.
Yeah.
Okay, given you were floated.
Yeah. Kasi,
2011.
yes, Mr.
Oh, but after that, lahat na position mo, juicy. You can never stay. Palipat-lipat ka doon sa Davao, and you will not be deployed as CIDG in Region 7. You cannot be deployed even the opposition of the mayor, that time, Mayor Osmeña, if you're not close to the President. You're telling me that it's the Chief PNP? Now, kung Chief PNP, bakit nung nag-retire ka, 15 days after, PCSO chairman ka, if you're not chosen, if you're not close, if you're not special to the President? Oh. Oh, why you aren't answering?
Perhaps, Mr. Chair, I am special.
Perhaps ka na naman. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, ito, ano lang to, Mr. Chairman, for the record, but I move to cite in contempt because the resource person is evading to answer questions being asked by almost all members. Paulit-ulit lang yung perhaps mo. Maybe. Ngayon, perhaps na naman. Move to cite you in contempt, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
If I may, honorable members, I will just allow the chair first to make a clarification on the motion of Congressman Paduano. Congressman Paduano, is that a motion?
Yes. That's the motion. I move to
Mr. Chair.
cite in contempt. Sandali lang po, Co-Chair. Abante, give me the time because this is my time.
Okay. We will...
I move to cite in contempt Ms. Garma for lying and evading questions being asked by the members of this committee and including this representation.
let me just state for the record the parliamentary status. There is a pending motion on the second motion wherein there was a discussion as to where we will detain GM Royina Garma, whether in the premises of the House of Representatives or outside of the premises of the House of Representatives. And there was a motion made by Congressman Gutierrez stating that she will be detained at the Women's Correctional Center in Mandaluyong. And we'd like to...
Mr. Chair.
Is that in
Yes.
relation to the motion?
Yes, because we have an information that we can now accommodate our resource person here in the premises of this House of Representatives. So thereby, we'll be requesting Congressman Gutierrez to amend his motion.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd like to move to amend my motion again, given the development that the LSP has imparted to us that the House facility can actually entertain another detainee. I therefore amend my motion, Mr. Chair. And I'd like to move instead that in relation to the contempt order of Colonel Garma, that she be detained in the House detention facility, and the term to be determined is that until the termination of the hearings of the Quadcom.
Okay, there is a motion.
Second motion.
The first motion is to detain her in the premises of the House of Representatives. And another motion is for how many days, Congressman Gutierrez?
Mr. Chair, until the termination of the hearings of the Quadcom.
So she will be detained until the termination of the Quadcom in all its hearings. Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Acop.
supposing the hearing is not still terminated and she will tell the truth, what is the... Can she be released from detention?
Certainly, Congressman Acop, the violation she has committed is in violation of Section 11, Paragraph C, wherein she refuses to answer and cooperate, and she tries to evade answering the questions propounded by the members. So if she changes her mind and she suddenly cooperates, then the committee will be more than willing to accommodate her motion for reconsideration. Is that all right? Does that satisfy Congressman Acop? Thank you. So the motion to detain GM Garma in the premises of the House of Representatives until we terminate the hearing by the Quadcom. Duly seconded. Any second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before I would propound question to Colonel Garma, I just would like to establish our hearing here that we are not supporting the killing of the three Chinese drug lords, being drug lords. But what we are trying to establish here, Mr. Chair, are the killings. They are not right. There should not be any killings at all, whether there be killings inside the penal colony or outside the penal colony. Just a moment ago, Mr. Chair, Congressman Adyong asked the question to Attorney Adel Jokno about Chel Jokno about the thousands of those killed in the war on drugs, while Colonel Leonardo said that to him, the war on drugs is a success. I would like to ask Colonel Leonardo, what is the success? Is it the war on drugs or the thousands of people killed on the war on drugs? Colonel Leonardo.
I'm basing on the, Mr. Chair, I'm basing my opinion in general based on the result, Mr. Chair, of what happened. Result of we are from 2016 onwards. I honestly think, Mr. Chair, that there was a little bit change of the situation. It alleviates somehow the affectation on war on drugs. That's what I honestly think.
But
Mr.
let me
Chair.
ask you, Colonel Leonardo, do you believe that on that war on drugs and the many killings that happened, that there were human rights violations?
Based on what I heard and saw on TV, Mr. Chair, there was there were, I think, some violation, Mr.
So
Chair.
you believe that there were human rights violations during the war on drugs?
Based on what I saw on TV, Mr. Chair, there was.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask GM Garma if she is now able to answer some questions,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
seeing that now she is actually emotionally disturbed. Are you able now to answer some
Yes,
questions?
Mr. Chair.
Kanina nabanggit mo na kinancel yung visa mo, US visa mo. Kinancel ba?
That was the statement of the attendant in Japan, Mr. Chair.
Tama po yung sinabi ni Senior Deputy Speaker kanina, no? Doon pa lang sa immigration, ipapakita mo na yung visa mo sa US eh. Bakit sa Japan kinancel? Yun ang isang tanong gusto kong itanong sa'yo. Sinabi mo kanina na cancel yung visa mo. The US Embassy do not cancel visa just like that. Meron akong visa sa US eh. Okay? Now, ikaw umalis sa immigration, ano yung ipinakita mong visa?
Yung US visa ko po, Mr.
Oh,
Chair.
kung US visa ang pinakita mo, okay pa yung US visa, di pinagyan ka ng go signal na immigration para umalis, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pagdating mo ng Japan, hindi ka nakapunta ng US, am I right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano, bakit hindi ka nakapunta ng US?
Hindi na nga ako
Hindi,
na...
hindi pwedeng ang sagot mo, kinancel ang visa sa Japan?
Can-
Aba, kaya nga kinontempt ka eh. Sapagkat hindi tama ang sagot mo na kinancel ang visa mo. Hindi nagka-cancel ng visa ang US.
the term is... It's invalid. The term is, your visa is not valid. Now it's canceled. Yan yung sinabi
Therefore,
ko.
you're telling us that the Bureau of Immigration is wrong in giving you a signal to go to Japan and conclude your travel to the US? Are you telling me now that the Bureau of Immigration allowed you to travel to Japan, going to the US, knowing that you have a US visa, and they stamped it, and you are able to travel to Japan? When you went to Japan, it was canceled. As you said, it was canceled, and you were not allowed to go to the US. I don't think that the Bureau of Immigration will ever do that, Mr. Chair.
Can I explain?
Yes, go
Mr.
ahead,
Chair?
go ahead.
Yes. Mr. Chair, when I bought the ticket, you cannot buy a ticket without presenting a valid US visa, Mr. Chair.
Where did you buy the ticket?
I asked my cousin to buy a ticket kasi may travel
Where?
agent
Where did
siya
you buy the
kakilala.
ticket?
It is online, Mr. Chair. Japan.
Then you must also show that ticket to the Bureau of Immigration. Am I right?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Upon buying a ticket, you cannot buy a ticket without presenting to the agent a valid US visa and passport, Mr. Chair. So in short, we were able to buy a ticket and by presenting a valid visa and a valid passport.
So you presented the ticket and the valid visa in our Bureau of Immigration. Am I right, Mr. Chair?
I did not show the ticket, Mr. Chair.
You
but
did
I
not show
presented
the ticket to the
boarding-
immigration officer?
The ticket is what I presented when I checked in sa JAL, sa Japan Airline. And Japan Airline issued a boarding pass po. So yun po yung ginamit kong lumabas. Now, since stopover po ang Japan, we transferred from another airport to Narita Airport. And from there,
You did not
check-in
stay in
online.
Japan. Did you stay in Japan?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Chair,
It was
I did
just a
not.
stopover.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And afterwards, you proceeded to the States, but you were not allowed to go to the States.
Because there is a connecting flight already, Mr. Chair. So when I was at Narita Airport, I was supposed to check in online to get a boarding pass. So hindi po ako maka-check in online to get a boarding pass kasi may machine. So I approached the counter po mismo ng JAL. So, nung inapproach ko po yung counter ng JAL, ang sabi po sa akin, we cannot get you a ticket because your visa, your US visa is invalid already. It's canceled. So, I asked the desk why it is invalid. It's going to expire in 2028, ang sabi ko. Ang sabi po sa akin, there is no explanation. And then I asked her, did you ask US Department? Ang sabi niya, yes. So, did they explain to you why? Ang sabi po sa akin, no. So, I stopped
Mr.
asking
Chair,
question
sandali lang
na
po. Sandali
Mr.
lang po.
Chair.
Bago nyo ituloy, no? Napakahirap kasing paniwalaan eh. That you will get, you will travel to the US, you go to the immigration, and the immigration will tell you that the US visa is valid and they stamped an approval to it. Ibig sabihin, doon pa lang sa Pilipinas, nakakuha ka na ng ticket going to the US. Ibig mo sabihin, nakakuha ka lang ng ticket going to Japan, and then in Japan, you have to get a boarding pass.
No.
But Mr. Chair, sa aking pagta-travel, I have been traveling eh. I have been traveling so many times. Oo, ha? And whenever I would go to the US, stop over in Japan, dalawang boarding pass palaging tinatanggap ko sa Pilipinas pa lang. Oo. From Manila to Narita, Narita to the US. Dalawa kagad na boarding pass sa Pilipinas yan. You're telling me now that you just received one boarding pass from the Philippines and then you have to get another boarding pass from Narita? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And when you got the boarding pass, then the Japan people told you that your US visa is invalid?
Yes, not valid is the term, no longer valid. Yun po yung term.
So let me ask you, why is it that the immigration stamp your passport saying that your visa is valid? Why?
I do not know, Your Honor. I presented my valid passport. I presented my valid visa. I bought a ticket to the US. And it's a connecting flight sa Narita, supposedly.
You know, Mr. Chair, may kasabihan dito, ano sabi ni Marcel Aimee, and I quote, no? Some people are so false that they no longer distinguish that what they think is the exact opposite of what they say. Naniniwala ba kayo ron?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, you know, what you're answering us now, mahirap paniwalaan po eh. Why? Because we have Major Fortaleza, who is your classmate. At sinabi niya na kanyang pinapatunayan ang sinabi niya. And he will not budge. Major Fortaleza, yung bang iyong sinalaysay dito, yung pa talaga ang nangyari? Totoo ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Therefore, nagsisinungaling si Colonel Garma. Major Fortaleza.
Yung sinabi ko po, Your Honor, yun po
Tagutin mo ko, yes or no, nagsisinungaling si Colonel Garma.
Yes, sir.
Anong masasabi mo dyan, Colonel Garma? Classmate mo sa PNP ito. Tinutulungan mo pa. And he is saying now that you are telling a lie to this committee sapagkat pinapanindigan niya ang kanyang sinabi na kinausap mo siya tungkol sa pagpatay sa 3 Chinese. So tell us what you can say about that. Now, please, kung talagang nag-usap kayo ni former Major Fortaleza tungkol dyan, na classmate mo, ibig sabihin, kung alam ko yung PNP at PMA, classmate, mista mo yan eh. Ibig sabihin, close ka kay Major Fortaleza. You're telling me now that Major Fortaleza is lying, and that you're telling the truth, and that Major Fortaleza right now is telling a lie. Now you tell us now, Colonel Garma.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's telling a lie.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, pero nakausap kayo, di ba?
Hindi kami nagkausap sa phone, Your Honor.
Hindi kayo nakita kahit minsan?
When we visited him, that's once, Your Honor.
You visited him
With-
just once. Bago naging Pangulo ang former President, yun ba? O Pangulo na siya ng Pilipinas? When you visited Major Fortaleza in jail, was the former President already President during that time or not?
That was July, Your Honor.
July of what? 2016?
Yes, Your Honor.
Therefore, the former President is already President. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what were your position?
Mr.
What
Chair.
was your position at that time?
None, Your Honor.
Ha?
Wala po akong position, Your Honor.
Anong ibig sabihin ng wala kang posisyon? Police ka, di ba? You're a police officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
What was your position during that time when you visited your MISTA,
None,
former
Your-
Major
I have no
Fortaleza?
position, Your Honor.
What do you mean you have no position?
I was undergoing schooling, so we don't have any position, Your Honor. I was undergoing a 1-year schooling.
You were in school.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, hindi ka pa talaga nakaposisyon bilang station commander or whatever. You were schooling actually.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ngayon, Pangulo na ang former president when you visited former Major Fortaleza.
Yes, Your
One time lang yan, di ba?
Opo, Your
Now,
Honor.
you're telling us here kanina that you never called him even once. Am I right?
Hindi ko po siya nakausap sa phone.
Okay,
Yes,
how
Your Honor.
how can you really visit him without even calling him even once? How?
Mr. Chair, yung pagdalaw namin is just parang, it's even unplanned. Kasi wala kaming klase that day. And then, napag-usapan na, nandyan si Jimmy Fortaleza sa Dapicol. And then, sabi namin, pag-usapan namin na dalawin at random. Supposed to be 5 kami eh. Hindi natuloy po yung 2. Kaya 3 na lang po kami tumuloy.
Nung sinabi ni Jimmy Fortaleza sa kanyang sinumpiang salaysay, number 4, noong bumisita si Colonel Garma, tinanong niya ako kung nasaan nakakulong ang mga Chinese. Kanina, nabanggit mo na wala kang kinalaman, hindi mo alam na may mga Chinese drug lords doon. Ito bang sinabi sa salaysay ni former Major Fortaleza? Mali rin ito, kasi nungalingan din po ito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi nungalingan to.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ngayon, noong unang linggo ng Agosto 2016, tinawagan ulit ako ni Garma dahil gusto raw niya makausap si Superintendent Gerardo Padilla. Kasi nungalingan din to.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ngayon, noong August 8, 2016, tumawag ulit si Garma sa akin para sabihin na nag-usap at nakita daw sila ni Padilla. So, ibig sabihin, kasi nungalingan din ito na nagkausap kayo at nakita kayo ni Padilla.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi nungalingan din yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Pangatlo na yan, At sinabi sa akin na, Bok, ako na ang bahala. May mga tao kami dyan sa loob. Kasi nungalingan din yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now look, yung salaysay ni former Major Fortaleza at yung salaysay po ni Colonel Padilla ay nagkakatugma. Ibig sabihin, itong dalawang salaysay ng dalawang taong ito ay nagkakatugma. Ibig sabihin, itong dalawang ito, laban sa isa, ay nagsisinungaling sila.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang magaling. Ibig sabihin na katulad ng sinabi ko the last time na ako ay nagtatanong dito, kahit ang Biblia nagsabi, when there are 2 or 3 accusations, witnesses, the accusations are established. Kahit po sa ating batas ganun. Alright. Ito po, nagtetestify laban sa inyo. Laban sa inyo. And you're telling us, nagsisinungaling itong dalawang ito, laban sa kanilang sinabi, itong si Padilla, GM Garma, ay active pa at this time. Ito pong si Major Fortaleza, may kaso na. Ibig mo sabihin, Colonel Garma, ikaw ay nakalabas, malaya ka. Itong si Major Putalesa, nakakulong ito. Mas magsasabi ba ng totoo ang nakakulong sa nakalaya? Tell me. August 11, tumawag uli si Garma. At tinanong ako kung pwede ko ba daw padalhan ng pagkain yung mga nahulihan ng droga sa maximum compound. Binanggit ni former Major Putalesa kanina na naghatid siya ng pagkain. Palagay mo kaya yung paghahatid niya ng pagkain na sinabi niya, nag-isinungaling pa ito? Colonel Garma, please lang. Oo, dalawa na ang nagsasabi. Dalawa na ang nagsasabi na nagkausap kayo at tumawag ka sa kanya, ikaw nag-iisa ka lamang. Ngayon, tatanungin ko pa yung dalawa diyang PDL. 4 na yan. 4 na laban sa isa. Colonel Garma, ibig mo sabihin itong 4 na ito, nagsisinungaling pa ito?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow. Ngayon ito okay. Itong si Tata, sinabi niya sa kanyang affidavit dito, no? Kunin ko lang yung affidavit ito ni Tata. Sabi niya number 16, Tata, sabi mo tinan mo noong papalabas kami ng gate, narinig ko yung isang empleyado na puntahan si Fortaleza. Sabihin nyo na may dalaw siya. Pangatlo na yan, ang classmate niya na si Garma. Ang Garma na tinutukoy ay si Lieutenant Colonel Royina Garma na sa pagkakaalam ko ay taga CIDG. Itong salaysay po na ito ni Tata, ito po ba ay pinapasinungalingan nyo rin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Kilala nyo ba si SPO4 Narsolis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong pagkakilala niyo sa kanya?
Nakasama po namin siya sa
Nakasama niyo
CIDG,
saan?
Sa CIDG 11 po noon.
Colonel ka. Ibig sabihin, ande siya sa'yo. SPO4 ka eh. Am I right?
I am...
SPO4 siya. Ikaw, Colonel.
Yes,
Ibig
sir.
sabihin, siya ay nasa ilalim mo. Correct? Oh.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ano pong sabi dito ni Tata? Kilala ko si Lieutenant Colonel Rohina Garma na karelasyon ni Art. Totoo ba yun? Hindi.
Yes, Your Honor.
So nagkaroon ka ng relasyon kay Art.
Yes, Your Honor.
Inaamin mo yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Alright. Sapagkat yan po ang sabi ni Tata. Si Tata, kaibigan ni Art Narsolis. Am I right? Tata, kawabata mo, si Art Narsolis.
Classmate ko po nung high school, Your Honor. Classmate ko po nung high school.
Classmate mo nung high school.
Opo.
Ito. Inamin mo na si SPO4 Narsolis ay nakarelasyon mo. Aba, matindi. Colonel ka. Si SPO4 yung nakarelasyon mo. Nasa ilalim mo. Hindi ba bawas sa batas yun? Hindi ba bawas sa batas?
Wala naman.
Hindi naman bawal yun?
Ibig yan. Wala yung walang bawal.
Teka, gusto ko lang tanungin. Hindi bawal sa batas na ang colonel ng PNP ay magkaroon ng relasyon sa isang SPO4 na...
Mr. Chair,
Hindi ba bawal?
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Akop.
may I ask if the Honorable Abante is asking the question to us? Or from,
I would like to ask a
the
question
Honorable-
to the former General, my good friend, Congressman Akop. I would like to find out because I do not even know.
Kung single naman yung Coronel at yung SPO4 single, bakit hindi ba yung pag-ibig knows no ranks? Puso ang nagsasalita? Basta walang prohibition according to law and morals.
Teka, buhay pa ba yung asawa mo at that time?
I am annulled, Your Honor. Annulled.
Annulled na kayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung po bang si Narsolis, walang asawa, Tata? Binata ba yung Narsolis?
Annulled.
Pap, may asawa po at mga anak po.
O, hindi bawal. May asawa siya eh. May asawa po yung SPO4 na, alam mo ba yon, Colonel, may asawa siya? Alam mo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano eh, ibig sabihin, talaga nag-isinungaling ka dito. Kung yung relasyon mo kay SPO4 na solis na may asawa, nakarelasyon mo, maniniwala ba kami rito na nagsasabi ka ng totoo? Sabihin mo sa amin. Oh, 3 na ang ang nagkakatugmang salaysay laban sa iyo. Inamin mo rin na si Art Narsoles, karelasyon mo. At sinabi rin ni Tata na may asawa yung Narsoles. Oh, kanina tinanong ko kung bawal. Hindi bawal kung binata, ang sabi ni Congressman Acop. Pending o separated. Ibig sabihin, bawal ang ginawa mo. Hindi ka dapat nakipagrelasyon sa isang taong may asawa, whether pulis yan o hindi. Ngayon, paano kayo maniniwala dito na hindi ka nag-isinungaling? Samantalang 3 na nagsabi na meron kang alam mo ang nangyayari. 3 na ang nagpatibay ng kadalang salaysay. 3 laban sa isa. At hindi lang yan, kundi yung relasyon mo kay Narsoles, hindi po tama yan. Now, Telma, tell us right now. Should we believe you? Okay? Sa Quadcom na ito? O kaya naman talagang gusto mo nang sabihin na totoo ang sinabi ng mga taong ito?
Mr. Chair.
I would like to find out from former Major Fortaleza, what can he say about this?
Actually, Your Honor, yung sinasabi na nag-usap kami sa phone, totoo po yun. Dahil we've exchanged numbers before sila umalis ng mga classmates ko. Nag-exchange number po kami before sila umalis.
O yan. Totoo po hindi, Colonel Garma.
No, Mr. Chair.
Walang exchange numbers.
No, Mr. Chair.
Meron po, Mr. Chair.
Colonel Padilla, ano po masasabi ninyo sa sinasabi ni Major Fortaleza at ang sinasabi ni Colonel Garma?
Base lang po sa pag-uusap nilang dalawa, dahil pinasa ni Jimmy Fortaleza yung cellphone sa akin, so ibig sabihin, mayroon po silang contact.
Nagkausap kayo ni Colonel Garma?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Sa cellphone
Pakiulit nyo nga po ang sinabi ni Colonel Garma sa inyo nung nagkausap kayo?
Nung sinabi po niya sa akin na mayroon silang operation na gagawin at may tao silang gagawa sa loob at huwag ka nang makialam at mananagot ka sa amin.
Ayan. Yung po ba'y pinapasinungalingin nyo rin, Colonel Garma? Sa salaysay ni Colonel Padilla?
Yes,
Hindi
Mr.
rin tama yung sinabi niya.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Tata, nung kinausap ka ni Major Fortaleza tungkol sa sinabi ni Colonel Garma, nangyari ba yon? Totoo ba yon sa laysay na binigay mo?
Opo, Your Honor.
Ayun. 3 laban sa isa, Colonel Garma. Na wala po tayong kinakampihan dito. Oo. Hindi po personalan to, Colonel Garma. Trabaho lamang po ito. Trabaho po namin ito. Sapagkat kinakailangan malaman namin ang buong totoo upang kami makagawa na mas magandang mga batas tungkol dito para hindi na mangyari ang nangyari pa sa war on drugs. Tama ho ba ako, Colonel Garma? Ikaw din ang nagsabi. Ikaw din ang nagsabi na hindi ka masyadong, tawag doon, hindi masyado ang support mo sa war on drugs ng dating Pangulo. Sinabi mo yung kanina, hindi ba? Did I hear you say that?
I'm referring to the program, Mr. Chair.
Yes. What is the program? Program is war on drugs, am I right?